Hey Shannon, you know the news. Julius Thomas is going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, we believe. Is this a big loss for the Broncos? Do you think?
Look, I mean, it's hard to deny the guy caught 24 touchdowns in 2 seasons, and he was injured a couple of games last year, the year before last, and we know what happened to him late this year. Yeah, it's gonna hurt to lose 24 touchdowns, but man, for me, I mean, I just don't know how the Broncos were gonna reconcile paying the kind of money that Jacksonville could give him, knowing his injury history and knowing what transpired in the latter part of this past season. I just don't see how they were going to be able to get to that point.
We know, Shannon, that there's not much loyalty on either side anymore because of free agency.
Nor should there be. Nor should there be.
No, and it's a business. It's a diversion for fans. It's a passion for fans. It's a business when you get to pro football. And you have a situation here, so you had a kid that was a basketball player. The Broncos took a chance on him. They gave him a lot of work and training, and he developed into a good tight end. But he had hurt ankles for 2 years. He hurt his other ankle this past year. I follow up what you said. $9 million a year. They made him an offer of $8 million. He's taking the money and running to a team that is trying to redevelop. I shouldn't say redevelop. They haven't been built for a long time.
Yeah, they're desperate to surround Blake Bortles with some pass catchers.
My direct question to you is, was he made by Peyton Manning, or was he created by Peyton Manning, or is he such a talented and rated the number 3 tight end in the NFL? Which way would you decide?
I'm going to say, look, this is what we know. We've seen guys that played with Peyton Manning in Indy go other places and not enjoy the level of success that they enjoyed while playing for Peyton. We saw a guy just leave this past season before last, go to the Jets and not have a Peyton Manning, and all of a sudden he didn't look like the guy earlier in the year when he was playing for the Broncos. Now, it's hard to say, but we're going to get a chance to. And a lot of times, guys, you really want this opportunity. In the back of your mind, you want to like, am I as good as I think I am? Or because I went through the very same thing when I left. When the Broncos when I didn't re-sign with the Broncos, I'm thinking to myself, was it really just the West Coast system? Was it really just John Elway? Or am I a good player? Because you start to have when your team doesn't bring you back after what I had done, and Les and Woody, you know this. There were a situation over a 2 or 3 year span that I shot my ankles up. And Julius Thomas want to talk some ankles. I'm the guy he needs to talk to because I was shooting my ankles up just about every week and to play. And I wasn't making near the money that these guys make today. But I wanted to. It was all about playing. Money never motivated me. And so when your team don't sign you back, you start questioning like, damn, what is it? If John was still on the team, would I still be back? Can I go somewhere else and play? And when you don't get an offer, you really don't have a choice but to go out there and see. And we're going to find out just how good Julius Thomas is. Maybe he's better than John thinks he is. Maybe he's better than everybody else thinks he is. But he'll get a chance to prove it now.